Okay, let's take a look at how to copy a project. I've got my project 1.1 here. It's a fantastic project. It's blank. You might think, well, just do a file save as. Well, yeah, that's what you do in Word and Excel. That will not work here. This will just copy that one file, the form1.vb. Let me close this and come back to here and delete that. Had to recreate the video. My sound wasn't working the first time. The easiest way, and this is for purposes of this class, if you had a very complex project, there'd be a better way to do this. Easiest way is to come here and make sure that you're at the main folder here. You're not down in here, but you come to your main folder and right click on it and choose copy, and then right click in the blank space and choose paste. Now at this point it'll give you a different name, so I'm going to right click on this and choose rename, and then I'm going to rename it to 1.2. So now when I open this, if I go to file, open project, and come down to project 1.2, I can drill down and open that up, and now I can make whatever changes I want. You might say, well, there's no form here. Well, if I double click form1.vb over here, I'll see it appear. Now there is a way to bring in a more complex project, and you see the naming here. It says 1.1, but we got a project that's 1.2. Confusing, right? If I did my file open project, notice here it says project 1.2 for this folder, but then when I drill down to here, you see the 1.1. I would recommend personally for this class, since you're just learning Visual Basic, is create them brand new. Even if you got two projects that are very similar and you want to take advantage of existing code, recreate it. You're going to find that your skills will become more solid. You'll learn the different programming techniques if you repeat it over and over. The repetition is necessary. Again, it looks like it can be confusing, but if I zip up the outside folder, then it'll show the project 1.2. In case you're curious, if you had a more complex project, it has to do with creating a new solution, and then you right click on this and there's an add, and then you can add a existing project, a new project, but this is how you can go through these different options here and bring in all the files. Now if you do bring these in here in the manner I showed you, you can right click on this and say rename. Change that to 2. You can right click on this and choose rename. So you can rename them in that manner. So then, let me go ahead and save that and close this. Now if I open up that project I just was working with, and this is an outside folder, that's not the actual solution file. Here's a solution file. Then I open up that, it'll see the different file names there. Again, some of these, form1.vb, you can always right click on these and choose rename on any of these. Since we're working with fairly, what am I renaming that for? Okay. Let me put it back to where it was. That was just saying form 1. Had nothing to do with the project. There we go. Now if I run this, you're going to see, of course, the VAST comes up, but comes up with our project, and it works just fine. What you don't want to do is over here, you don't want to expand these and go into these and right click on these and try to rename them. If you come over here and try to rename the file, then you're going to break your project. And it'll be a nightmare in some cases to try to get it to work again. So if you want to rename it all, you should come over and right click over here in your Solution Explorer. Now if you don't see your Solution Explorer, then I got a separate video that will show you how to bring up these different windows.